What's up everybody, welcome back to The Art of Crypto, the best place for you to learn crypto trading and crypto investing. So in this video, we are going to be looking at UNFI USDT. Now this is going to be more of a price analysis, price prediction sort of video, and I believe I will be doing more of these videos from now on. So if you guys would like to see more of these kinds of videos, drop a like, and if you guys want me to do an analysis on any coin that you are looking at, just drop me a comment. Now, without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. So right away, on the 4-hourly chart, we can see here there is a massive falling wedge. So usually a falling wedge breaks to the upside, and at the moment in real time right now it's trying to break out. Like, see, the thing is, in traditional technical analysis, there is no way for you to know whether or not something is going to really break out or if it's just going to be a fake out, which is where price breaks out of the pattern and just falls right back in. So with traditional technical analysis, you would not be able to tell. So I'm going to bring out a tool that I use all the time. In fact, it's probably the only indicator that I really use, and that is called Market Cipher. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but the creator is on YouTube. His name is CryptoFace, and he is making bank every single day. And I can see why, because ever since I have learned to use this indicator, it's like absolute magic, man. Like, it really, I would relate this to Market Cipher is like shining a light onto the darkness. Because in traditional technical analysis, you wouldn't be able to know whether or not price is gonna break out or is it gonna fake out. And that is where Market Cipher comes in. It tells you exactly what is going to happen before it happens. So over here, if you see green dot, trigger wave, and we're off to the races. So let's not get sidetracked and let's do some analysis. So in order to get a better sense of whether or not this will break out or fake out, I will have to go down to the lower time frames. So on the 1-hour time frame, I can see that the price is nearing a peak. The stochastic RSI is at a peak. The RSI is overbought, which means that there is a high likelihood that we are going to come down for a bit, probably. So it's either going to come down to retest this trend line, or it's going to come all the way down here to retest the EMAs, right? The yellow line right there, that is the 21 EMA. The purple is 200, and the white line, see this white line here? That is the 50 EMA. So what I'm expecting to happen is for the price to come down to retest one of those EMAs at probably around this level right here, 27.5. If it breaks below 28.5, because in any pattern breakout, previous resistance, see how the price came up here and got rejected? So previous resistance tends to become future support. So now that the price has broken above this resistance, it should, under normal circumstances, act as support, but we have to wait and see. So if this support line breaks, I'll expect the price to bounce at 27.5, and then we are probably off to the races. In fact, if you look at it this way, it could even come all the way down here to about 24.3, and we would still be considered in an uptrend because that would be a higher low. So here's what I'm expecting it to do, just based off of these signals of Market Cipher. And if we go to a even lower time frame, we can see this playing out even more clearly, which is prices at a peak, everything is overbought, and look what happened. Just in the last half an hour, 40 minutes, we've already dropped by 3%. So I'm expecting the price to retest the trend line, retest this support, probably retest the 21 EMA, at most fall to the 50 EMA and continue its pump. So if you guys are looking to get into this trade, that is what you should be waiting for. So what are the profit taking targets? So if it really does get a retest, if it really does bounce from here, then the immediate level of resistance would be about 31.6, and the next would be about 32.85, right? If you were a short-term trader, you could take probably half here, and you'll be out of the trade with approximately 15% of profits, right? But right now, I'm not telling you to get in now because it has already pumped by 26% in just the last 8 hours, 12 hours or so. And at the moment, on the lower time frames, it's definitely looking like it's a peak. So wait for the retest. If it bounces, if there is a... So when you look for retest, right, you can go down to, say, the 5-minute time frame and just look for a bounce, right? Look for a bullish engulfing pattern, like if you know what that is. actually, I'll give you a real-time example of how a bullish engulfing candle looks like. So yeah, so right here, if you see this doji candle was really small, and the next candle was like huge, right? It pretty much engulfed the candle, which is hence the name bullish engulfing candle. So you want to look for something like that, or perhaps a double bottom, which is one of my favorite patterns to trade, but we might not get that. So just look for this line and this line here to act as support. And if we do hold as support, then we are off to the races. So for a longer term profit taking target, it would look a bit more like 38 to perhaps 44. You could just draw the trend line from here to here, and the target would be right around this resistance right here, 39.22. And if it does break even higher, God forbid, if it does break even higher, you can use a Fibonacci retracement from swing high to swing low, and you would get targets of 51.8, 55.75, and 61.39 as the ultimate target. But those are more longer term profit taking targets, which will probably take about a few days, up to a couple weeks, who knows. But everything takes time to play out, right? But either way, I would say that this is a pretty safe trade to take, because if anything, this is about like just based off the 1 hour, golden cross happened, right? 50 crossing over the 200. So you could just set your stop. If you are going to set a stop loss, it could be just below the 200 EMA on the 1 hourly, or maybe even the 4 hourly. So yeah, that's UNFI USDT, massive falling wedge. It's breaking out right now, but it's looking more of like a fake out than a breakout right now. So if it really does break out and retests, then we are looking for a loss of upside. So if this trade works out for you, you're welcome for the profits. And this is me signing off. May the gains be with you, my friend. Peace.